What's up, everybody? Welcome to Play Radio, where we give you hot tips, classics, exclusive interviews. The list is endless, guys. Right now, we're about to go in heavy. And when I say heavy, I mean we are going to go in depth with Bolanle, a very good friend of mine. I've known her for a long time, guys. Like, I'm talking like kids. And we've grown. Like, everybody's doing their own thing now. And it's an amazing space to be in. Cannot even lie. So, right now, I'm going to have an interview with her. I'm going to have a talk with her. It's going to be a very, very delightful conversation. So, she's going to be coming on very soon. But in the meantime, I want to let you guys know what's going on. First of all, thank you for knowing or, being part of this podcast journey. It's about to be exactly a year, in the next month on August 12th. So I'm excited because this has been a journey that took off, like a joke. So now it's about to get serious and people are, keying, and I don't know where it's going to go. But because I keep building content every day, every other week, there is goals and plans and orientations that are going to govern the plan. So I'm looking forward to everything that's going to happen. So right now, let me get in contact with Bola so that we can get into this section. Hold on, guys. Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Sorry for the delay. I keep ending up in a really loud place. So I'm in my car right now. I just have to step out from the meeting so that I can get silence because where I was really, really loud. So, yeah, but hopefully the audio is okay here.
Yeah, it's actually picking up really well.
Good.
Finally,
good.
It's good to hear your voice this morning on this side.
Thank you. How's it doing? How are you doing over there?
We're doing well. Actually, the city just went back into phase 1, which means we have to now stick to what we started off with by staying in the house and not being outside to restaurants and public places. So it's back to that essential, non-essential plan like before.
And where are you?
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, so they opened and then it increased and now everyone has to shut down.
Exactly. Even our mayor, unfortunately, she got it recently and she announced that. So we're taking like very precautious procedures now to just make sure that it doesn't affect more people. So everyone is required to wear a mask now, which is mandatory. You can't even be served if you don't have a mask, if you're going to a bank, for example.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So tell me more about what you've been doing. Like, what's been occupying your time, and like, what are you actually doing right now with your life? Like, where's Bookie? Where's Bolanle? Where's the vibe going?
So it's been like a variety of things. Doing, of course, the salon. I have a salon called Wash and Go with a friend of mine, and it's a healthy hair salon. And what we do is we just provide healthy hair experiences for our clients. And it's been really, really good. It's been a good experience, being a business owner, being an entrepreneur in Nigeria. And I'm enjoying that experience. Very challenging, but I think it's very rewarding. And it's also just a really great experience to watch you, to be able to build something. Of course, I'm still presenting. That's my number one love. I'm being a presenter. I just finished a series on gender-based violence with different first ladies, governors' wives across Nigeria, and that was a really good interview experience with Enough is Enough Nigeria, which is a advocacy-based group in Nigeria that really pushes and challenges Nigerians to be aware of what's happening in our communities. So that was really good. So yeah, those are the two projects that I've been working on for the past few weeks, and I'm glad that at least I've been keeping myself busy in these COVID times.
Yeah. Speaking of your business, first of all, congratulations. You're doing an amazing job. And I want to just know and also let the listeners know, like, how do you operate on your day-to-day business the way COVID is going? Because Wash and Glow is very hands-on. You have healthy hair experiences for people who you can serve from a distance, but also you need their feedback by being there in person. So how have you been able to manage and not fall short, at the same time still build your online presence for people that have not seen you yet?
So for the salon, Wash and Go, it being a salon, of course, we have to make sure that we took protective measures. So we have PPE, we have protective personal equipment, we have hand sanitizer. We're sanitizing all of our wash stations, our combs. We're only by appointment only, so you can only come in if you have an appointment. And we've also had to, of course, provide some sort of social distancing. So it's been very challenging, but we just have to make sure that we continue to provide good services for our clients. And that has a great experience to really overcome and see our clients stick with us, despite the fact that it's just a weird time where someone who's doing your hair is wearing, protective gear. And
yeah.
But I mean, we had to open. We were shut down for 3 months, and we had to get back to business.
Wow. So what's going on in Nigeria now? Like, what's the state? Because everyone is talking about different countries. Before it was Italy, and then China, and then the US. Yeah. So in Nigeria, what is really happening? Like, what is the media not saying?
In Nigeria, it's okay. The numbers are still going up, but everyone's kind of still doing what they have to. It's kind of hard to tell because sometimes you're not sure how many people are really getting tested, and until people get tested, that's the only way you can have accurate data. So the numbers are back and forth, up and down, but I mean, overall, I think Nigeria is still doing well. People are wearing masks, people are trying to be careful as much as possible.
That's good. And I'm sure a lot of people are also getting into the business of masks because that's very lucrative right now, So hopefully everybody's able to make sure that they're safe. And with your business and your branding, how do you find your audience? I know you have your mechanisms and you have things for presenting and you have your store, but when you're looking for your audience that is untapped, what is your goal orientation like?
So in regards to trying to find an audience, So in regards to trying to find an audience, it's been very, very straightforward. I mean, I think the biggest thing is being yourself and being consistent to who you are. And that has been just my number one thing. People, if you're true to who you are and who you are shows, people who are attracted to that will come to you. So I think that's the most important thing. It depends on what your goals are. That's a branding perspective for a personality. If you're a branding perspective for a business, then you need to make sure that you speak to the things that you sell, right? Who is the person that wants to buy your product? Who's your customer? What does your customer look like? What does she sound like? What is she interested in? Who is she? Who is she? Who does she admire? Where would you see this guy go to? What kind of books does this guy read? What kind of movies does he watch? You basically need to create a customer avatar, and then you'll be able to know how to speak to them. That's fundamentally how it works. Yeah.
It's more like also, if you think about it like movies, how you can actually put a character and fuel everything that person is going to receive, that people are going to take from, because you've built a person from nothing,
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it, honestly. And you also mentioned something about books, because recently I did a poll and I realized more people actually want to know about more book reviews than music reviews. So I would just ask this off the top. What are your top 5 books that you recommend for business entrepreneurs or people that need to open up their minds more to the new world technology?
I don't know for business entrepreneurs. I don't really read books in that line. I just generally read I haven't read many books that have to do with entrepreneurship, honestly. So I don't know if I can give tips on that. But
any general ones you have?
Any general books? Yeah, I have a lot of books that I like. I actually did a YouTube video once on this 5 books that changed my life. So a lot of books are faith-based, and then I have fiction ones and I have non-fiction ones. But like off the top of my head, a few books. I read a lot in June. I think I read like 12 books in June because I was during lockdown. I was just so tired of watching Netflix. So I just read books all day, every day. I read this book called A.G.E by Tara Westover. That was a really good book. I read a book called The Masterpiece by Francine Weavers. That was a really good book. I also read, hold on, let me see. Let me get my list. I wrote a whole list of
Oh, wow.
books in June.
Wow.
Just because it hits me, I just wanted to keep track. Okay, I read a book called Dear Madam President. I can't remember the name of the author. Masterpiece, that was a really good book. I read this really good book called On Marriage by Timothy Keller. One of my favorite books definitely has to be a book called Good Morning Holy Spirit by Benny Hinn. So those are like some of the books that like I would recommend like off the top of my head right now, because yeah.
Nice. And by the way, your fashion sense is A1. Let me just I don't know if I've ever told you that. So
Thank you. We're trying small.
You're doing it.
I like dressing up. I enjoy dressing up. Sometimes I enjoy dressing up. I enjoy dressing up as long as I'm comfortable. Let me say that.
Okay. So what brings that comfortability for you when you dress up? Like what makes that tick?
I mean, when I'm comfortable, I mean like I just like being comfortable in my own clothes. Like I don't like if there's a trend that I feel I'll feel comfortable in, I will get on it. If it's a trend that I don't feel comfortable in, then I don't do it. You know, I would say one of my biggest fashion role models has to be Rihanna. I think her dress sense is impeccable, and it's just absolutely superb. So I get a lot of my fashion inspiration from her.
Wow. Okay.